I have some stewed beef, okay? And it's not much. This is a leftover I had from the last meal that I made. So I want to go ahead, and it's just for 2 people, okay? It's already cleaned. I washed it with fresh lime, a little bit of vinegar, and then I clean it under cold water. If you want, you could put the hot water on it. Okay, so I'm going to add just a little bit of our fresh lime back in there. And also, I'm going to use just a little bit of this mojo. It's like a sour orange that has other little flavors in here that I like. And just add just a little bit more. Okay, that should be good. And now I'm going to add some cloves. You can use the powder clove. And like I always say, you can stick it inside of some bell pepper or onion, but I like to drop mine straight in. So just a few like that. And just fish them out while you're serving it, or before you serve it rather. I'm going to use some black pepper. And you can season this however you like. Okay, that's good. I'm going to use some adobo. You don't have to add too much seasoning. I mean, like, I'm using my Machan'n seasoning. I'm going to add some paprika. Like that. And last but not least, we're going to add some of our Epis. Okay, that should be good. And you just want to mix all this together. And once it's cooking, you can give it a taste. And if you feel like it needs a little bit more seasoning or some salt, just go ahead and add it. And I forgot to mention, my Epis has a lot of flavor in it, so this is why I didn't put much seasoning. Delicious. All right, so we're gonna allow our meat to marinate for maybe about 30 minutes, or you can do it overnight. Then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, to our hot pot, I'm going to add some oil. To my oil, I don't have any tomato paste, so I'm going to add some of our spaghetti sauce. And yes, you can add just a little bit, and you're going to allow it to cook. And I'm going to add some fresh tomatoes. And you're going to allow this to cook until you remove the rawness of the taste of the tomato paste. Or not the tomato paste, but the sauce. Okay? Just plain sauce. Trust me, it's not going to taste like spaghetti sauce. It's going to give you the same as if you would have used tomato paste, okay? Like I said, you're going to allow this to cook for a few minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, it's been cooking for a few minutes. It's looking good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some of my fresh garlic in here as well. Because we didn't add any garlic. But I do have garlic in my Epis, but I didn't add any powdered garlic. So I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic in here. All right, smells fabulous. And you do not want this to burn, okay? So now what I'm going to do, I've done all this on a high, and I kept stirring it up. I'm going to add my meat in, and we're going to give our meat just a little color. All right, if you notice, I did not stir it because I don't want any of the liquid to release now. So we're going to allow it to cook for about a minute or two on this side, and then kind of flip them over and then stir, okay? So let's see what we have so far. Okay, it's not colored yet, so let's just allow it to do it. Then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, this is what it looks like. See how we have a beautiful color on this? It is nice. So this is where I want it to be. We want to give it a taste. That's good. I don't need any more seasoning. It's going to be delicious, y'all. So now I'm going to add some hot water. I have some hot water from my faucet. And you want to add enough water. That should be good. So now I'm going to add some thyme, fresh thyme, and we're going to add some parsley. We're going to allow this to cook on a number 2 until our meat is nice and tender, and then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, this has been cooking for a while. Okay, if you notice, the majority of the liquid has reduced, and we have a beautiful color on our meat. So now what I'm going to go ahead and do, just for the sake of time, I cut up some potatoes, the little small ones. I just cut them in half. So I have red and these yellow like potatoes, and we're going to have some carrots. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my potatoes and my carrots in here like this. Guys, do not mind my granddaughter. She's... Thank you, Mama. Okay. So now we're going to allow this to cook just a little bit more. So we're going to add some hot water, and this is going to give the meat a little bit more time to cook, and also our vegetables are going to cook as well. And I have like 3 more things I'm going to add, but I'm going to do that once these starting to get a little tender. Then I'll come back and show you what I do. All right, guys. At this point, it's looking fabulous. Our potatoes are not cooked all the way yet, but I'm going to go ahead and add in my bell peppers, and I have my onions. Also, I want to add just a little bit of heat, so I'm going to add in my Haitian hot sauce, but you can add whatever hot sauce you like. That's going to be perfect. And also, we're going to add in some butter. So we're going to allow this to continue to cook until it's looking fabulous. It smells amazing. I would say within the next 2 to 3 minutes, this is ready to be eaten. Okay, we're going to allow it to cook, and then I'll come back and show you the finished product. All right, I turned my stove off. It is nice and delicious. All right, guys, here is our final product. Our meat and potato is looking absolutely fabulous, guys. The beef is nice and soft. It is extremely tender. You can go ahead and serve it with some white rice, or just eat it as is. But my husband wanted some white rice, so guess what, guys? This is what he's getting. Until next time, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe. Absolutely delicious.